Hey guys, welcome to Agroecology with Aisha. Last week you got to meet the chickens and the ducks, and this week you get to meet the garden. We have 14 beds that we've put in the last 3 years. We started out with these 4 back there, and we've gradually increased the number. Our plan is that in the next 2 years we're going to at least double this. We're hoping for more than that. We wanted to do regenerative type farming with it. So we originally had it so the chickens could come up and graze amongst the garden to eat the bugs and stuff like that. And what we did not think about is that they would be digging up the ground as they went. They enjoyed taking dust baths, even moving aside the cover that we had put over the soil. We used grass clippings, and they had moved those aside to dust bathe in the dirt underneath. And they dug up quite a bit of my garden, which is why my garden looks as sad as it does right now, because they've dug up over half of it. So finally, yesterday actually, I got a little fed up with it, so Chris and I went out and purchased an electric fence. And we wanted to get the solar because we didn't want the didn't want to stress out the solar panels by adding something that's going to have to run all the time. So we decided to spring the extra $30 for the solar, and it's really done great. I mean, we've only had it for a day, but it's done wonderfully. Only the baby chickens can get in now, but that's okay because we only have a few of those. We went ahead and went with the Solar Guard 80, only because it was what was available at Tractor Supply. We didn't really do much research. I was just really fed up, and we just hopped in the car and went to Tractor Supply and got what we could that was affordable. The nice thing about this is that it keeps out everything but coyotes, which I don't think that I'm going to have to worry about coyotes in my garden. And it doesn't keep in goats, and that's okay because we don't want to keep in goats. So I think that this will work perfectly for our garden as long as we can figure out a way to keep the baby chickens out. So now that we have this up, the next few days are going to be spent going through and recovering everything, because I really like that nice thick cover of straw or grass clippings. It just kind of motivate the organic material to build. So I'm going to go through and recover all the beds with that, and then in the winter, before the winter, we're going to do them all in cover crops. We're going to do winter rye, and then some of them we're already doing buckwheat. And then before the spring plants are planted, we're going to go ahead and open this up so that the chickens can come in and forage again, because I do want that regenerative farming aspect of having the animals come through and graze. But what I did wrong is I let them graze while I was growing, and you really don't want to do that. You want to let them graze before you grow or after you grow. So we're going to let them graze in the spring, right before I plant, have them come through after I harvest the winter rye, and just pick at what they can. Hopefully they'll poop in all of my garden beds, and then we can use that as fertilizer. And then we'll go ahead and section it off again, close it up so that they can't get in here, and then we'll begin planting again. So you live and you learn. It's a real learning process, as you'll see. You'll grow with me. But thank you, and I'll see you next time.